What's up, everyone? It's your boy Norman Brad89 here, back to bringing you some videos. I know, like I said, I spent a lot of time off of YouTube, but was dealing with like all the stuff going on with the family and my personal life. And I want to thank everybody for your condolences, best wishes to the family, and all that. I really do appreciate it. And as you all know, back to why you came to this video, we're here to talk about the Shout Factory Evil Dead right here release, and this is the new 4K Ultra HD release, and I did pre-order this, so I got the poster. It's already hanging up in my TV room where I check out, watch TV and everything. So today we're going to talk about this film because this is my favorite horror film. Yes, what Fede Alvarez was able to craft with this Evil Dead film, it just blew me out of the water. This is horror personified to me. When I think of a horror movie and everything I want and coupled in it, and like what the ride I want and the intensity and the emotions and feels I want, this is what's in it. So for real, we're going to talk about this movie today, and thank you all for coming to check out this video. And if you're new, don't forget to like and subscribe. So let's get into this. Roll it. So yes, as you heard in my intro, this is my favorite horror film of all time, what Fede Alvarez was able to put together on screen. The cast, the writers, producers, everything. I really do appreciate this movie. I had no idea it was going to be this good. Like, I knew it was going to be good. I liked the trailers when it was coming out, and I did go see this in theaters. It's in my top 10 theater experiences, so I'll let you know that right now. It's one of my favorite theater experiences. Me and my wife had a thoroughly great time with this film, and it just surprised me. Like, it really had no business being as good as it is. And man, like I said, the intensity, this film is intense. It's horror personified. It's grimy. It's, just kind of dreary and damp, like the nature of this film, even the tone, the colors and stuff. It's very not happy. Like, it's pretty much the exact opposite of happy. But I love everything about this film because it relishes in that. It lives in that tone, and it really does succeed. And like I said, all the horror elements, the dialogue, the intense performances, like, I really do love it for real. And like the scenes, like, there's so many good scenes in this movie. The sound design, sound effects, the music, it's just really intense. Like I said, this film is a ride, and it's a quick watch too. And that's what I love about it, is it's such an intense ride. I could sit down, watch this film at any time, and just enjoy it, because I have different feelings and different ways I come to this film and watch it. When I'm showing somebody this film, I completely feel and watch it in a different way than when I'm watching it by myself, or when I have it on the background when I'm just editing or maybe making some food for the kids, something like that. Like, when I have it on, I get a different viewing and a different feel from it every time, and I love that about this film. Add to that, we have our lead actress, Jane Levy, playing Mia, and man, her performance is one of the best. Like, when we get to that ending sequence, like I said, from the beginning sequence, it's intense. From that basement scene with the father and his daughter, and she's tied to the post, all the way to, Mia and that raining blood sequence in the car and tackling that deadite that's coming out of the ground. Man, this film goes for it. And like I said, it really does relish in that gory horror nature of movies. And I love that about this movie, is it's not afraid to just be its own thing, and not be accepted by everybody. And which is kind of crazy, because when this film came out, it was widely accepted by audience members. Even critic ratings were really good for this film. So this film, widely across the board, was liked. And I think that's kind of funny, is like, more when films are able to, when writers and creators and directors focus on having a personality to their film, it really does come across on screen, and I think audiences are able to grab onto that. Let's talk about some of my favorite things about this film. One of my favorites is the body horror, the gore, mostly just all practical. Like, I love that about this movie, is like the practical effects, like the acting, and like that's what is so amazing about this movie, because the ladies get to do a lot of cool stuff in this movie when they get to become possessed by the Deadites and the evil force. And oh man, in the book, the Necronomicon, the props, the way everything kind of looks, it has like this cool look to it, and I love it, man. It's just so real, so authentic. This film's actually a reboot, but in the same universe as the Bruce Campbell one with Ash, and like the Sam Raimi universe. It's in the same universe. So a lot of people do kind of confuse that, because I even called this a remake before, but it isn't a remake. This is actually supposed to be in the same universe, and they were going to have the main protagonist from this character meet Ash, and they were going to go through an adventure or tackle stuff in another Evil Dead film, but sadly we did never get that. Well, we're getting Evil Dead Rise next year in April, so I'm excited for that one, but man, it's going to have a tough time trying to beat this juggernaut of a movie that I thoroughly enjoy. So let's talk about the stuff that's on here that comes with the content. Like I said, when I pre-ordered it, I got the poster, but let's talk about the contents of the special features and what's on here. Of course, the new 4K restoration, but we also have the R-rated, theatrical, and unrated versions of the movie on here. We have audio commentary with the actors and the director and writer, so we got amazing stuff like that. Then we have the Directing the Dead featurette, Evil Dead the Reboot featurette. Then we have Making Life Difficult featurette, Unleashing the Evil Force, Being Mia featurette, and theatrical trailer. So there's tons of featurettes on here. I can't wait to check them out. Like I said, I'm finally probably today going to be able to sit down and actually check out this transfer and see what it's all about and the special features and stuff. But man, I'm so excited to add this to the physical media collection because, like I said, my favorite horror film of all time, this movie, man, it's just, like I said, horror personified. That's the best way. If I was to do it in just like a one simple quote thing, this is horror personified for me. It's terrifying. It's unrelenting. This film is, like I said, not afraid to be its own thing, and it's not nice. Like, this movie is like angry, it's mean, but it comes at you, and it's like, I love that. It's like such an assault on the senses, and what Fede Alvarez did, like, I was so happy with this movie. So yeah, Evil Dead is highly, highly respected in my mind and my heart. Like, everything I think about horror movies, this is amazing. Like, my favorite horror film of all time. Might not be my most watched horror movie just because I've watched so many throughout my life, and like Jason ones, the Friday the 13th franchise, I do dive into those a lot. Those are comfort movies, but this film, like, yeah, in my objective and subjective opinion, like, looking at this movie, it's just such a perfect horror film, and I highly recommend checking this out. But of course, you have to be able to stomach some gore, some body horror, and some intense scenes that are going to be uncomfortable, and some vulgar language. If you like some vulgar language, it's in this film. So there's a lot to love about this movie. But this is all just my thoughts, my opinion, so I would love to hear from all of you in the comment section. What do you think of this movie, and what are your thoughts? Like I said, I would love to hear from all of you. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe so you get more videos like this. I'm going to be popping out some more body horror videos, talking about some other reviews for body horror, and also talk about the Hellraiser trailer. We did get a new one for the Hulu Hellraiser. We finally got a trailer, so we're going to be talking about that pretty soon. So make sure you stay tuned to the channel. And most importantly, have a safe and happy day, everyone, and enjoy your life and time with your family members. Peace out.